Good day to all of you students. Today we will see the process of finding domain involving log functions. Now before going on to this topic, let us understand some properties of log function because I will be using them again and again. You know the graph of log function comes like this. Here will be x, here will be log x to the base a. Now you know that base of the log should be always positive but not 0. That we already know. A should be positive but a should not be 1. X should be always positive for log x to exist. That point you know. So x will be positive means graph will be only defined for this much region because x should be positive. It will not be defined for this much region. For 0 also it will not be defined because x needs to be positive for log x to be defined. When a is greater than 1, see a should be positive but not 1. When a is greater than 1, your graph goes like this. This is the point 1, 0. When x will be 1, log 1 will be 0. So this is the graph when a, your base is more than 1. It is an increasing function. It is as you go from left to right, the graph rises. And when your base is not more than 1 but between 0 and 1, the base is between 0 and 1. At the time your graph goes like this. 0 less than a less than 1. Passing from the same point. Now it is decreasing. So when your base is between 0 and 1 for this log, your graph is a decreasing function. So when it is increasing, when it is decreasing, that you can see. And children, one interesting point you have to understand. If you see this point of 1, the unity point, when x will be more than 1 and a also more than 1, your graph is positive. That means log x will be positive when your x will be more than 1 and when a will be more than 1. So I write a more than 1 and x more than 1 implies fx is positive. Fx means log x, that is positive. See, the graph is going up. And please understand that when a is less than 1, of course more than 0. When a is less than 1 and x is also less than 1, of course more than 0. When a is less than 1, this is your graph. X less than 1 means this much region. For x less than 1, this much region. For a less than 1, this graph. So for x less than 1 and a less than 1, we get this much graph. Again it is above x axis. So this also implies fx is less than 0. So children, remember one thing, when the base and x both are more than 1, then the function is positive, and when both are less than 1, then also function is positive. If one is less than 1 and another one is more than 1, then function will be negative. See, for example, take a more than 1 and now take x less than 1 means here. A more than 1 means you have to look at this graph. Now take x less than 1 means this much region. So where is the graph? This is the graph, below x axis. So when a more than 1 and x less than 1, the graph is negative. When a less than 1 means this graph and x more than 1, x more than 1 means this much region. A less than 1 means this graph. For this graph, when you look at x more than 1, the graph is negative. So when a is more than 1 and x is less than 1, or when x is more than 1, a is less than 1. That means a and x, one more than 1 and one less than 1, then your graph will be negative. If both more than 1 and if both less than 1, your graph will be positive. So if you have thought about these things, then let us begin. Dekho. First is, it is given to me that alpha is between 0 and 1. That means the base of the log is between 0 and 1. So it is a decreasing function. I just now told you. Base is less than 1. The graph is decreasing function. Anyway, fx is this much. See, root of something. This root of something, this should be greater than or equal to 0. Because square root can be defined only for 0 and positive numbers. So I understand that fx, this log mod of x minus 2 upon mod x for alpha this should be greater than equal to 0. Children, if x is less than 0, then this function cannot be defined. So we understand that x is not 0. That is for there. 0 cannot come in the domain. That is okay. Then otherwise, whatever value of x you take, this will be positive. So I can take mod x over here. See, I can multiply by mod x on both the sides when I am sure that mod x is positive or negative. So we can multiply only when we are sure about the quantity. Now mod x will be always positive, I know, when x is not 0. So I can take it over here. So I get log of alpha mod of x minus 2 greater than equal to 0. So log of alpha mod of x minus 2 greater than equal to 1 means log 1 base alpha. Log 1 is always 0. Now alpha is between 0 and 1. So this is a decreasing function. So when I remove log, what will happen? Inequality sign will change, that you know. So that means mod of x minus 2 less than equal to 1. So this means minus 1 less than equal to x minus 2 less than equal to 1. Properties you know of mod. Let me write over here again. Mod x less than equal to a means minus a less than equal to x less than equal to a. I am writing again for you. So mod x less than equal to a, so minus a less than equal to x less than equal to a. Add 2 to all, so 1 less than equal to x less than equal to 3. So we get x between 1 and 3. And x is not 0, that is the point. Anyway, x equal to 0 is not falling into this. So what is our domain? X belongs to 1 to 3. This is the answer. Like this. Then we have to think more things also, children, before coming to the final answer. So far we only saw that this root should be greater than equal to 0. I also know that log is defined only for positive numbers, not for 0. So mod x minus 2 should be a positive number. So one more thing I have got. Apart from this, that is okay, we took about root. That whatever is inside root, that should be greater than equal to 0. Now there is log of mod x minus 2. So I know that log of mod x minus 2 should be defined. Should be defined. And I told you that log x is defined only when this is a positive number. That means mod of x minus 2 should be a positive number. Now children, we know that mod of x minus 2 can be 0 also for x equal to 2. Modulus x is greater than equal to 0. We want it only to be positive. That means we don't want it to be 0. It can be 0 for x equal to 2. So therefore, x should not be 2. That is also a condition. X not equal to 2, x not equal to 0, and x belonging to 1, 3. So we write over here. X is not 0, x is not 2, so x belongs to 1, 2, 3. Intersection of all these, see 2 will come over here. So we should write x belongs to 1, 3 minus 2 element. Or you can write x belongs to 1, 2 union 2, 3. You can write like this. Please pause and copy, children. Then we come to next one, children. We have got root of, see, log x square to the base 16x, log 16x x square minus 1. This is my fx. So children, inside root we know it should be greater than equal to 0. So I write my condition is log 16x x square minus 4 should be greater than equal to 0. Also we note few points, children. This is base, this should not be 1. So 16x should not be 1. Therefore x should not be 1 upon 16. 16x should be positive, more than 0. So 16x should be positive, therefore x should be positive. We want log of x square. This minus 1 is separate, please remember. Log of x square only is there to the base 16x and minus 1 is separate. So this x square should be positive, right over here. X square should be positive, that means x should not be 0. So these three things are there already with us regarding log x square and all. Okay, now I come back to this. So this means log x square to the 16x greater than equal to 1, and 1 means log 16x to the base 16x. Can I write like this? So why am I writing base 16x? So that I can cancel off log. So I have got with me log 16x x square greater than equal to log 16x and then 16x. Now children, we don't know whether 16x is between 0 and 1 or more than 1. So you will definitely get two cases. So please see. Case number 1 is 16x lies between 0 and 1. So 0 less than 16x less than 1. That means 0 less than x less than 1 upon 16. That is point 1. If that is the case, then our base is between 0 and 1. So log is a decreasing function. So when I remove log, this will become x square less than 16x. So x square less than equal to 16x. So x square minus 16x less than equal to 0. So x into x minus 16 less than equal to 0. Take the poles, children, 0 and 16. Both can be included because less than equal to 0. Okay? Then if I take 17 over here, so this will become positive, this will be negative, this will be positive. I want negative in this much. X belongs to 0 to 16, this I get. This was my condition and I get this. So if I take intersection, what do I get? From 0 to 16 and from here 0 to 1 by 16. So what I will get? 0 less than x less than 1 upon 16. This is first answer. X between 0 and 1 by 16. If I take the second case where your base is more than 1, that means x is more than 1 by 16. This is your precondition. In that case, your log will be increasing function because base is more than 1. See, 16x is more than 1. So x square greater than equal to 16x. So x square minus 16x greater than equal to 0. X into x minus 16 greater than equal to 0. Take wavy curve 0 and 16. If you take 17, it will be positive, negative and positive. I can go here and here, and both the poles are included. So x belongs to minus infinity to 0 union 16 to infinity. This is our conclusion. So this thing and this thing, x should be more than 1 by 16 and over here. So minus infinity to 0 is cancelled out. X should be more than 16 and from 16 to infinity. See, this thing is over here. Let us plot. This is 1 upon 16 and not including this side. This thing was here. From 16 to infinity, this is 16, and from this is 0 to minus infinity. I want intersection. Intersection goes from 16 to infinity. That is my second answer from case 2. So finally I have got this case and this case. That means x lies between 0 and 1 by 16 or from 16 to infinity. Remember 16 is included, and let us check. X is not 1 by 16, so 1 by 16 not included. X is greater than 0, x not 0, all the things included. So what is the final answer? Domain is how much? 0, 1 by 16. Union, this is 16 to infinity. Like this we get. Please pause and copy, children. Please pause and copy. Third one seems to be very easy, children. It is given to me that fx is 1 upon log of base 10 1 minus x. So children, this should be positive, I know, otherwise log will not be defined. So one thing is that 1 minus x should be greater than 0, otherwise log will not be defined. And remember, this should not be 0 because 1 upon 0 will be undefined. So this will be 0 if this is 1. So that means 1 minus x should not be 1. Otherwise it will become log 1. Log 1 means 0. So 1 upon 0 will be undefined. So that means 1 greater than x and 1 cancel out, x not 0. Yes, because if x is 0, it will become log 1. So that means x is less than 1, but x should not be 0. So x belongs to minus infinity to 1 minus 0. Because in this range 0 also will come. So this is one answer. Please pause and copy children. Now see children, next one. Root of log x square minus 6x plus 6, of course the base is 10. So I have got with me log of, this is total root, I think yes, log of base 10 x square minus 6x plus 6. So children, this number should be greater than or equal to 0. So log of x square minus 6x plus 6 should be greater than or equal to 0 because of root, and x square minus 6 plus 6 should be greater than 0, otherwise log will not exist. So we talk of this log base is 10, we understand, x square minus 6x plus 6 greater than or equal to log 1 to the base 10, and x square minus 6x plus 9 should be greater than 3, adding 3 on both the sides. So this is, see, base is 10, increasing function, so I remove log from both the sides, I get x square minus 6x plus 6 greater than or equal to 1. I concentrate here for time being, then we go to there. So this is x square minus 6x plus 5 greater than or equal to 0, 6 minus 1. I factorize it, x minus 5, x minus 1 greater than or equal to 0. So this is poles you take 1 and 5, both the poles can get included. So if I take 6 over here, this will become positive, negative and positive. I have 1 greater than 0. Means x belongs to minus infinity to 1, union 5 to infinity. This is one answer. And then over here, this is x minus 3 whole square greater than 3. So x minus 3 will be greater than root 3, or x minus 3 greater than minus root 3. So x greater than 3 plus root 3, or x less than 3 minus root 3. Root 3 if I take 1.7, so x greater than 3 plus 1.7 approximately, or x less than 3 minus 1.7. X more than 4.7 or x less than 1.3. So we get this. So if we take intersection of both, so this is C. This is 4.7, means 4.7 means 3 plus root 3, and this is 4.7. This is 3 minus root 3, and that is 1.3 approximately I am writing. And here it is said from minus infinity to 1. So that means this is from 4.7 to here. This number is not included, this number not included here. And the second one says up to 1. So up to 1 means over here. 1.3 will come on right side of 1. So minus infinity to 1, so this much region, including this. So I make it with this side so that you understand. This is 3 minus root 3, 1.3. And from 5 to infinity, 5 will come on right side of this. So what is the intersection, children? This much and this much. So what is the final answer? X belongs to minus infinity to 1, union 5 to infinity. Like this we get it. Please pause and copy, children. See, next one is log mod x. So fx with me is log 10 mod log x to the base 10. Children, one thing is that this number should be positive for this log to exist. Now you would say there is mod that is already positive. Why should we be concerned? See, mod x can be 0 also. If this number becomes 0, then log 0 will not exist. That means this number inside log x should not be 0. So log x to the base 10 should not be 0. Do you understand why? Because if this is 0, then log 0 will be undefined. So that means log of x to the base 10 should not be equal to log 1 to the base 10. Log 1 is always 0. 0 right is log 1. Base I am taking same. That means x should not be 1. That is first point. For this log to exist, x should be positive. X should be positive. So x should be positive and x should not be 1. So what is the answer? X belongs to r plus minus 1. This is the final answer. Come to next one. Fx is log x minus integer part of x. And you know children, that is what? Base is 10. X minus integer x means fractional part of x. Yes or no? You know that. You know that x number is made up of integer part of x plus fractional part of x. Every number has got two things, two parts, integer part and fractional part. So x is integer x plus fractional part of x. Fractional part of x we know 0 less than equal to x less than 1. Fractional part की range ये होती है. So till the time it is greater than 0 and between 1 it is okay because log will exist, but it should not be 0. So we don't want fractional part of x to be 0. And we know fractional part of x is 0 for all integers. That means x should not be integer. Because as soon as x is integer, its fractional part will become 0. So that means what is the restriction? X should belong to r minus z. This is the answer for domain. Domain. Okay? Please pause and copy, children. Children, two more we are having. Now trigonometry also getting entangled with log. Log of cos x to the base 10. So I have got with me log of cos x to the base 10. Children, if this is positive, then I have no issues because log will be defined. That means cos x should be greater than 0. Because you know that minus 1 less than equal to cos x less than equal to 1. Cos x can be negative also, it can be 0 also and positive also. But we can't allow negative numbers. We can't allow 0. That means cos x should be 0. That means 0 less than cos x less than equal to 1. 0 less than cos x less than equal to 1. That is okay. So where will be x? See, this is a unit circle. I taught you in class 11. This is cos x on x axis. This is the point 1, 0. So cos x is over here, not including this point, but including all these points. Is included. Less than equal to 1. So where can be x? X can be on all these points. Excluding this point and this point, because at these points it will become 0. This is the point 4n minus 1 pi by 2, and this is the point 4n plus 1 pi by 2. That also you know. That means x will belong to 4n minus 1 pi by 2 to 4n plus 1 pi by 2, not including this, where n is element of z. If that happens, if x is in this range, then cos x will be always between 0 and 1, not including 0, including 1, and therefore it will be always defined. So this is the domain of our function log cos x. This is the domain. Please pause because I will need place to learn to write the other one. Please pause and copy. See children, the next one, fx is equal to root of log cos 2 pi x to the base x. The one thing is very clear children, because if x is in the base, So 0 less than x, but x should be greater than 0 and x should not be 1. That is the first condition. So x has to be positive, but x should not be 1. Now children, remember, I told you that this thing, log of any quantity, say log of m to the base n, will be greater than 0. Only when m is greater than 1, n is greater than 1, or 0 less than m less than 1, 0 less than n less than 1. These two things I told you. If these two are greater than 1, both, then also it is positive. And when both are between 0 and 1, then also it is positive. This formula I gave you at the beginning. This by graph I told you. When both of these are greater than 1, then also positive. If both are between 0 and 1, then also positive. So either these both should be greater than 1. This condition. M and n both 1. That means these both should be greater than 1. That means x should be greater than 1 and cos 2x, cos 2 pi x also greater than 1. But I know cos theta cannot be more than 1. So x equal to 1 is ruled out. X cannot be greater than 1. Therefore x only will be between 0 and 1. Therefore I come to know 0 less than x less than 1. That is the condition now for all the domain that will come. The x cannot be more than 1. So this is now a critical condition for x. X has to be between 0 and 1, whatever values we get, with the help of other restrictions. Now, because this is between 0 and 1, this also should be between 0 and 1. Because I told you that when both are between 0 and 1, then it is a positive case. So cos 2 pi x between 0 and 1. And it can be 1 also, children. Cos 2 pi x. Because if cos 2 pi x is 1, so log 1 will be 0. Log 1 is, because cos 2 pi x I will take, but not x. When this will be 1, cos 2 pi x will be 1. So log 1 will become 0 and it will be defined. So cos 2 pi x should be between 0 and 1, and I feel that this can be 1 also. There is no harm in that. Okay children, that means cos 2 pi x between 0 and 1. So cos theta, I think, this is theta supposing. So 0 less than cos theta less than equal to 1. So children, if you draw the unit circle, again, you want cos theta from here to here. So theta will go from here to here. This is 4n minus 1 pi by 2, this is 4n plus 1 pi by 2. So I come to know 4n minus 1 pi by 2 less than 2 pi x less than 4n plus 1 pi by 2. Divide by 2 pi. Divide by 2 pi. So this becomes 4n minus 1 upon 4 less than x less than 4n plus 1 1 by 4. So n minus 1 upon 4 less than x less than n plus 1 upon 4. Remember over here n belongs to z. In 4n minus 1 pi by 2 and 4n plus 1 pi by 2. N is an integer. So I get n minus 1 by 4 less than x less than n plus 1 upon 4. Children, if I take n as negative integers, so this is minus, this also will become minus. Minus 1 plus 1 by 4, this will become minus 3 by 4, and this also negative. So x will become a negative number, but we want x between 0 and 1. So n I cannot take negative numbers. If I start from 0, then this will be minus 1 by 4 less than x less than 1 by 4 by taking n as 0. I get some portion in positive region. From minus 1 by 4 and 1 by 4. Some region is there which is positive. Which is that region? 0, 1 by 4. So this is the possibility. Right? Because x should be between 0 and 1. So this possibility is there. When I take n as 1, so 1 minus 1 by 4, 3 by 4 less than x less than 1 plus 1 upon 4, 5 by 4. From this much, in 0 to 1, I have got 3 by 4 to 1 possibility, up to 1. So this is one of the answers. And this I got by taking n as 1. Now if I take n as 2 and 3, they will cross the 1 mark. So I cannot take any other values of n. So this is one answer, this is one answer satisfying this condition. And also think, children, also think that if I take x as 1, 2, 3, 4, just come to think of it. If I make this as 1, so log 1 will be 0, and now see, I have got this thing, log x cos 2 pi x. Take x as I cannot take x as 1 because then base will be 1. If I take x as 2, this will be log cos 4 pi. Cos 4 pi means 1. So I am telling you, if I take x as 2, this will be log 2 and this will be 1. That is defined. If I take x as 3, then log 3 cos 6 pi, that is 1. That also is defined. If I take x as 4, cos 8 pi, that is 1. That also is defined. So that means apart from these, x can be numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this. So देखो children, very hard you have to think. See, we got only this, then you may think only this is the answer, but no. Because there is trigonometric function, so you have to think what will happen if this is 1, log 1 is defined. For what will you think, and accordingly we decide. So that means, what are the possible values of x? X belongs to 0, 1, 1 by 4, union 3 by 4 and 1, and union 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, dot, 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 like this. This is our domain. This is a tough sum. This is a tough sum. This is our domain. Because nobody will think of this. All will stop over here. Nobody will think of this. But this is also possible. Please pause and copy, children. Okay, children. One more sum is there. I have got log half fx is equal to square root log of half, then 5x minus x square upon 4. Like this I am having. So inside root, this should be greater than or equal to 0. So I realize that log of half 5x minus x square upon 4 should be greater than or equal to 0, and this number should be positive. Understand? Otherwise, positive, sorry. Otherwise, log cannot exist. So this number should be positive, and whole of this should be greater than or equal to 0. So I write like this: log of half 5x minus x square upon 4 greater than or equal to log 1 to the base half. And another thing over here, 5x minus x square upon 4 greater than 0. When I remove half, it is decreasing function. Therefore, 5x minus x square upon 4 less than or equal to 1. So 5x minus x square less than or equal to 4, minus x square plus 5x minus 4 less than or equal to 0, x square minus 5x plus 4 greater than or equal to 0, x minus 4, x minus 1 greater than or equal to 0. I write over here. So x minus 4, x minus 1. See, over here I have changed the sign up. So therefore greater than or equal to 0. Then factors x minus 4, x minus 1. This is greater than or equal to 0. The poles I mark 1 and 4. Both poles will be included because greater than or equal to, if I take 5, positive, negative and positive. I want greater than 0. So minus infinity to 1, union 4 to infinity. This is what I get from here. Now let us look over here. This will be 5x minus x square greater than 0. 4 gone over there. X square minus 5x less than 0. X into x minus 5 less than 0. Take the number line. 0 and 4 not included, not included. If you keep 6, this will be positive. Negative and positive. 0 to 5. So this and 0 to 5 both should be there. Because this also and this also both should be there. Let us plot them. The first one comes over here from 1 to infinity. let me write 1 over here. Then 4 to infinity. And 0 to 5. 0 will come on this side and 5 will come somewhere over here. 0 to 5. What is intersection? 0 to 1. 0 and 1 included. Union 4 to 5. Domain. Right? Then C. Okay, please pause and copy. There is no place. Please pause and copy. Now see children, the next one is there. Fx equal to log of 2 fractional part of x minus 3 and x square minus 5x plus 13. So first thing is that the base of the log should be positive but not 1. So 2 fractional part of x minus 3 should not be 1 and 2 times fractional part of x minus 3 should be positive. That is a requirement for the base. Let us check where it lies. You already know that 0 less than equal to fractional part of x less than 1. Multiply by 2. Subtract 3. That means this number A lies between minus 1 and minus 3. Not possible. So such x cannot exist. So domain is null set. Domain is null set. So DF is null set. Okay, because base does not exist. Please pause and copy. See children, last one very interesting. See, fx is given to me as log base 2 3 plus 5 sin x. Now children, I know this should be a positive number, only then log can exist. So that means 3 plus 5 sin x should be a positive number, but what is the actually range of 3 plus 5 sin x? Minus 1 less than equal to sin x less than equal to 1. So minus 5 less than equal to 5 sin x less than equal to 5. Add 3, minus 2 less than equal to 5 sin x plus 3 less than equal to 8. So this number lies between minus 2 to 8. We cannot allow that. This number can be only between 0 and onwards. So we accept 0 less than 5 sin x plus 3 less than equal to 8. Negative part we cannot take, 0 we cannot take. So now minus 3 less than 5 sin x less than equal to 5. So minus 3 by 5 less than sin x less than equal to 1. So minus 3 by 5 less than sin x less than equal to 1. This is sin inverse minus 3 by 5 less than equal to sin inverse sin x. This is only less than equal to sin inverse 1, applying sin inverse to all. So this will be x, this will be sin inverse this much. So minus sin inverse 3 by 5 less than x less than 1. And because sin has got period 2 pi, so we write 2n pi minus sin inverse 3 by 5 less than x less than equal to. This is sin inverse 1 means pi by 2. So this will be 2n pi plus pi by 2. So x will belong to, don't forget to add 2n pi. 2n pi is period of sine. X belongs to, this will be open because only less than 2n pi minus sine inverse 3 by 5 to 2n pi plus pi by 2. This is your domain. Please pause and copy, and that is all for today. For log, I did at least 10 sums. That should give you good practice. Thank you and God bless you children.